Hi everyone, this is Michelle Fix It. So I just finished up doing some descriptions in videos, and I'm going to make a tongue-in-cheek video of like, how do you become a YouTuber? Because like, I guess officially I'm a YouTuber of sorts, and like, so I want to share my updated wisdom on YouTubiness. Well, this is how you become a YouTuber. You have a phone that is relatively like smartish, and you have the fanciful features of a camera. There's a camera. And so, you just have your camera. Look, it's me. And you go to your video feature, and then you record a video. And while you're doing that video, you do a little fancy editing of like showing things, like that's one thing. So like if I was recording, then I'd flip and I randomly talk, and like I share my experiences in whatever my interest is at the time. So how-to videos, if you want to do driving videos, you can talk to the phone, you can do whatever you want to do. Like, I think a lot of people are kind of confused on how this all works, because we see a lot of the really big creators, and then like when people start off as being teeny tiny little fish out in the little YouTube land, like I was, and I mean, I'm still a teeny tiny fish, don't get me wrong, like I'm just swimming along, and I'm kind of surprised that like my channel is, almost at 60,000 subscribers at this point, because I'm like, how did this happen? But it did, and it happened with no editing, okay? So I pretty much just talk, and then when I want to change frame, I change frame. There's no magic here. And then I change frame again. And I learned from doing lots of different videos that I have to stop talking now, because if I talk while my camera is flipping around, then like you're not going to hear whatever I said, because for some reason when it's black for a second on my end, which end up just like streaming together on you guys' end, then like it just, I don't know, it mutes me for some reason. So you just talk about whatever you have going on, and then you learn the little fancy features of your phone. Do some tester videos, you can zoom in, you can zoom out, all that good stuff. I really don't put much effort into this. I just record a continuous stream, and occasionally if I have something else going on, like if I had a child with me and they're like, mommy, 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 I'm gonna press pause. Boop. And then I'm going to unpause you guys and have a continuous stream of stuff. And then what I do is I go on YouTube and password in, give me a moment. It's really not that difficult to get this thing started. So you do a search for YouTube, and you click YouTube, and then you click YouTube again, and then look, there's the YouTube, and like videos, and then this little button right here, pacha, you just click on it, and then it's going to show you all the different videos that you have done for whatever different little things, and then you just choose one. Like, let's see, we're going to choose this random driving video. Hi everyone, Michelle Fix It. Today is May 22nd. And then we're going to hit next. We're waiting. And then you're going to give it a title. And then if you want to, you can give it a description. And then what I do, and it took me a little while to figure this out, is, it's backwards, I'll have to flip this video, is you have different settings. So you have private, so you can like literally start putting a bunch of videos on YouTube and organize them as private. And then as you get more comfy, or if say you want to have like 100 videos, and then you want to set a pre-publishing schedule, put all of your videos into private. Don't pay attention to my nails, I need to do them. I broke one off, it's whatever. So you put all of your videos into private, and then as you want to make these videos public and do a pre-publishing schedule, which is what I would heavily recommend, so that you're not like pressed and you're like, oh my goodness, I have to push out videos because like now I have an audience, and like I've set myself up for anxieties and everything else. Like I'm pre-published for almost 2 years on my vloggy stuff, and I'm pre-published for like I think 6-9 months, and then I have tons of videos that are in my private description or my private thing that I'm going to add titles to and do the fanciful stuff with. So then what you're going to do is you're going to click, no, you're not going to click public, ignore that. You're going to click schedule, and then you can literally pick whatever day you want your channel to start publishing these videos. So say I want this video to start on the 29th. You're going to hit OK, and then you're going to choose your time. I don't know if you guys have noticed or not, but all my videos get published at 6:30. I was kind of tongue-in-cheeky, and I used to do 6:33, and that became like very cumbersome because then I would get annoyed because it would be like 6:32, 6:31, and it's like, no, it's just across the board, 6:30, that's what time you guys get me. And then you hit okay. And say you change your mind and you're like, no, I actually don't want to do that. I want to publish it now. Don't be scared of that publish now button, because you just actually put it back to private. And then you go back, and then once your video is uploaded, right now we're in the uploading process. So once this video, you know, if you wanted to add like a playlist, tag products, whatever stuff you want to do with it, once all of that's done and it's uploaded and YouTube lets you know, the annoying thing that you're going to have to do if you are like once you get to monetization is you're going to have to go back to your videos that you've previously uploaded, and you're going to have to see who has a $sign. A green $sign means monetized, or a black $sign with a scratch mark through it means that it cannot be monetized. And so either you just haven't had the setting yet, like you haven't changed it to a monetized video, or it could be that you have an artist with their music playing in the background, so YouTube's going to get grumpy with you, something like that. It could be a bunch of different things. Or say you know, clicked on that black $sign with the scratch mark through it, and you know, fixed, because there's also a red $sign with a slash mark through it, and those are definitely like musical things have happened, and so you have to go through and resolve it, and I'll show you guys how to do that in a second. But say you've already done that. You've already clicked through and you said, you know what, I want this to be monetized. So you click through, you turn it to monetization. What can happen is that YouTube has like an AI thing, and it will say, hey, based off of word usage or pictures or something, we can only partially monetize this. So it's limited monetization. So then it'll be like a yellow $sign. And so then those you have to like appeal or figure out what the issue is, or just decide that like you're going to leave it that way. So we're going to walk through that part of the process as well, okay? So we're going to get out of this because I am not uploading this video right now. So I'm going to backtrack out of it. I'm going to discard it. And then we're going to go back into YouTube. And again, I do all of this on my phone. Like, I don't do any of this stuff on my laptop. And so, excuse me. So when we're on here, what we're going to do is we're going to go to our YouTube studio. If you don't have a YouTube studio, it's an app, and then all of this stuff goes in there. So you can either go directly to the app, or you can just do the YouTube thing like I do, where I just do a Google search for it. It shows up. It's not a big deal. I don't get overly involved in any of this stuff. So what you can do is, if you're trying to check on your videos, then you go to content, which is right here. You click it, and it's going to show you your pre-publishing stuff. It's going to show you, like, all of these are little green $signs, which means they're all monetized, like easy peasy. But you have different settings so that you can filter stuff. So like I could sort by most viewed, most recent. I can sort by visibility, so public, private, unlisted, members, has schedule, which most of my stuff is a has schedule, or a draft, which I like never use a draft. And then you can have your views. I never use that one, but the button that I do use a lot is the monetization button. So I'll click monetization, and this is how I find out what my videos are doing. So because I haven't clicked on public or anything like that, these are just all of my videos. It says monetized, not monetized, or limited. So limited, if we apply that, are these little yellow $signs, okay? So you see the yellow $signs? If you click on a yellow $sign, it tells you the monetization is limited. So you click on that and it tells you what's going on. So right now, because this one's already been reviewed, it basically normally would have a blue button at the bottom for me to appeal it and ask for a human to look at it. I don't know if humans are actually looking at it, but I think that's what it says. So then you would click that, and then they would make their decision. So sometimes it comes back and it's like, hey, we were wrong, everything's fine. Other times it'll say, hey, we were right. We're only going to give you a little bit of monetization for this because like our advertisers wouldn't like it, whatever. So this one, they're staying by their limited monetization, which there's really not a lot of rhyme or reason to it when it comes to certain topics. It's just really frustrating. So anyways, you can back out of that. And so with the not monetized, we'll apply that. And so here is a perfect example where this is a black scratch of a dollar sign, and that is specifically because I haven't turned that into a monetized video yet. But then this red slash of a dollar sign is because of musical stuff. So I have to go through and fix it, and it's very annoying. And then when you have this like little circle with a slash on there, it's blocked. So let's click on this one, and as you can see, I just upload them, and then like I have to come up with titles and stuff. But if I click on blocked and ineligible for monetization, then I have this little prompt show up. It says review issues. So I click on there, and then it will tell me why it's coming to that conclusion. So partially blocked, you have to get rid of those because those will continue, and that's why they're yellow. So they will offer limited monetization in certain areas. And then the red ones are videos that cannot be seen or monetized, so you'd have to mute that segment. And then these are the special ones where these are eligible for revenue sharing, and that's why it has like the green arrows that go side to side. Like, I love that they've color coordinated this, because it's like red, bad; green, you're good to go; yellow, use caution for something. So in this instance, we would click on this one, because this one was a partial blocking based off of the little symbols and the color. And you can either mute the segment, or you can trim the segment, or you can dispute it. Don't dispute stuff unless it's like your original song or whatever, because like that leads to bad stuff, and I just don't do that. So what I'll do is I'll mute the segment, I'll wait for it to do its little thing, I'll hit continue, and then I will confirm mute. And then it's not like I can go right back to it. I have to wait for it to process. So now all of those little logos have been turned, or those little signs have been turned into little black clocks, and I just have to wait. So then I would normally go through my other videos and figure out who else I have issues with, and then kind of work through them. Now, the thing that I recently started doing, just because like I realized that some of my videos just don't get pushed out very much by YouTube. So the ironic thing that I didn't know at the beginning of this is that YouTube, for some reason, was pushing me out a little bit more into the generalized audience in the beginning. And as I have grown, for some reason, like even though I have way more subscribers than I did when I started off, my stuff doesn't hit as an option. Like I don't show up unless you're looking for my stuff as my numbers grow, because I feel like they think I'm a little bit more established, so I don't need that help. So YouTube is set up to kind of help small creators along if you have decent content or you're pushing things out at a decent rate. I know that I'm kind of going against the grain on some things, because I did enough pre-publishing so that I would be able to, at first, like I did a bunch of videos each day because I just had so much stuff, and I was like, I'm going to give people half an hour content, then half an hour content 1 month, and the next is going to be like 45 minutes, and then the next month is going to be an hour, all the way up to an hour and a half of content per day, which was just like so silly. But it's what I started off with. And then what I ended up doing was I landed on, because it was just, I was having to figure out all the numbers, and like, okay, well, this is 55 minutes, and then add 20 minutes here, and then add 7 minutes here, and then like round up for this one, round down for that one. It was way too much work. So then eventually I just settled on, you get 2 videos a day out of me. You get one vloggy one, or like driving video, or like I have warp speed videos, and then the other stream, and that's like all based way out in the future. And then the other one is like how-tos, ASMR, random information, like that way you have 2 different videos. And what I see, because I do have additional YouTube channels that like I just use for like viewership, and they don't do anything, is that when I log into there, even though I'm subscribed to my channel, because yeah, I'm that person, they don't show me on there. They don't show me as a recommendation, and I literally am subscribed to like 3 channels, and they don't even show me my channel that I'm subscribed to, which is one of 3 channels, which is kind of annoying. But whatever, YouTube has their own methodology for all of this. So we're gonna get into the next little thing. So for this one, we're gonna click on this video. So like I made this video, it's early, and so I just wrote out whatever description I wanted to. And so if I want to make edits to this, because I've already uploaded it, I already went through that process like we went through earlier where I just uploaded it, I can change the title, if I go right here, I know everybody cares about thumbnails. I don't care about thumbnails. I'm not putting extra work into this because you guys are already getting enough of my time just by me recording what I'm doing. And so it will show you 3 different thumbnails that the YouTube computer algorithm, whatever, has chosen. So you just select whichever one you want. If you want to add a custom thumbnail to your description, then you can like have a picture and you can make whatever alterations that you want to through whatever app or anything that you already have, and you can do this all on your phone. And then you'll click it and then submit it, and then that would be your thumbnail. I don't do that. It's additional work. My goal is to get pre-published for like 2 years and then start like smaller channels, which is kind of the opposite of what other people do, where they start a bunch of smaller channels and then they hope for the best. And I just throw my stuff together on one page, and then I just, it's more of an afterthought, and mainly because YouTube was making money off of me and I didn't like that. So then like now YouTube gets tons of videos and I get a little bit of money, and it made sense in my mind at the time. Don't judge me. So anyways, pick your thumbnail. If you want to be fancy, be fancy. Otherwise, YouTube will pick one of these. And so that's where my thumbnails come from. I don't come up with them. I just choose one of the 3. And until like 6 months ago, I didn't even have that option, maybe a year ago, where it was just whatever picture YouTube threw out there. And I was just like, okay, whatever, I don't care. So let's leave the thumbnails. And so your description stuff. And so this is typically blank in most of my videos, but then as I would randomly have time, say like 1 out of like 500 videos, I made a couple descriptions, and I realized that those videos had way more viewership than other videos did. So now, every so often, when I think about it, or I'm bored, or I'm just like laying down, can't go to sleep, whatever, then I come on here and I was like typing out stuff, and it was annoying, and I didn't like it. So now, like stuff like this, what I'm going to do is I finally started using like the talk to text thing, which I never use because I really care about punctuation and capitalization and proper writing. And so like it really irks me to do this, but I'm doing it mainly just to get wordage out there. And so what I'll do is I'll click on the little microphone and I'll say, "Hi everyone, this is Michelle Fixit, and what you're going to be reading from here on out is my phone's interpretation of a description via talk to text on my phone, period." And it didn't even do the period, so some phones do some things. And then I'll say, so in this video that I was doing, I was talking about the hypocrisy and the judgmental people that were doing certain things and really messing with me this day. And I'm just kind of making this up because I didn't really want to talk about the video, but as you can see as I'm talking, it's just like adding the wordage in here, and so it kind of makes for funny times for me because I'm really not paying attention to what it's saying other than listening for that little beep whenever it either times out because it can only do stuff for like 60 seconds, or it decides that like I've spoken too fast and it doesn't know how to keep up with me, and it's really, really confused because like all I want to do is try to hurry up and put these words out here for you, and like you're just like speaking so fast. But here's the thing is that like if I was deciding to try to put all this information out there in the speed that I'm talking right now into my phone via my thumbs, it would take me a lot longer to do this than the time it's taking me to do it right now. So I do have multiple different phones, and so some of my phones will have it where they will only let me dictate for 60 seconds at a time. So then I have no idea where I stopped. And now we're back because that was the 60 seconds. And so I basically just start talking about whatever randomness I can remember or think about from that video that may or may not have been based in the past, may or may not have been a video that I recently did. No, who am I trying to kid? I don't know what's going on with any of this stuff. It's just like they're videos that I did previously. And so I just like throw a bunch of words out here, and then I say that like this is the best video ever, even though it's clearly not the best video ever, but like maybe it has some key points on different things. And I just continue to type and type and type, but I'm not actually typing. I'm just really talking into a phone. And it's funny because I can talk as fast as I want to. And then because I'm doing this and I'm entertaining myself, it goes by a lot faster. And so whoever comes back and like rereads it, they're gonna be like, wow, this lady has like no idea what she's writing out here, and like this makes no rhyme or reason. But here's the thing, it's all about the algorithm. So like this video might have trees and bees and butterflies and unicorns and all these things that like your delightful little teenage daughter would really, really like. Or maybe, you know, your football loving son. I don't know. Oh wait, now we have 60 seconds. And I rinse and I repeat just talking about whatever stuff is going on in the video. This one doesn't do any punctuation. Until it will get to a point where it says, okay, your 5,000 characters have been depleted and like we're grumpy and blah, blah, blah. So then I'm like, okay. And then I just delete until I have 5,000 characters. And then I go back. And currently this one's unlisted because unlisted ones you can share. And so then I'll add to my playlist so that my videos are a little bit more organized. And then I do have monetization with like tagging products and stuff like that. So if I want to do that, if there's a specific product that I have in there, then I can click through that. It'll show little things. And then once I'm done, I just save it, and that's it. And so it's really user friendly because again, I don't do any editing my videos. It's just raw content. I don't have the time to dedicate, nor do I want to have the time to dedicate to making the best videos ever. I push out way too much content. So currently I have more physical endeavors that I need to do than, you know, administrative endeavors. And so that's why like I'll make a how-to video on how to install a fixture. And then my next video, if I have another fixture to put in, and it's the same exact fixture, is going to be ASMR because people like to watch people just do stuff. And so then I just basically sort of ignore you guys, or I might talk to you guys a little bit. And you're just the person that's just watching me work. And so it gives my channel content. It gives me proof that I've been, you know, doing this stuff for X amount of time, because like I do have some like broad plans on different things, and so the channel will help me out with that. But that's kind of the rhyme and reason for why I do what I do. And then occasionally you'll find out about like medical stuff. The medical ones are a little bit fewer and further between. And that is just specifically because just like this time that I'm doing right now, and that's because I have downtime and I'm waiting for traffic to die down a little bit. Individual videos where I'm just rambling in front of the camera, unless I'm like driving and leaving and going, this is wholeheartedly 22 minutes out of my time, or almost 22 minutes out of my time, that could be reserved for driving or working on a project or something like that, because I have a lot of stuff that I have to do every single day. Plus I have children, and I have children, I have houses, I have a husband, I have mechanical children, which are the vehicles. I have a lot of things that, you know, we do some community endeavors. And so I'm just very busy. So that's why you get lower quality videos out of me. And if you don't like it, then don't watch it. But if you do like it, and you understand that I'm at least inviting you into like my little area of the world, or areas of the world, and you know, we're like little random internet friends in some miscellaneous way, and your comments entertain me, or I at least make your life a little bit happier, because you never know what kind of cuckoo stuff I'm going to be doing, because like just life is just interesting. Then, you know, I appreciate your viewership. And so if you are interested in trying to get out there and start a YouTube channel, just do it. Because here's the thing, like, I kind of made a boo-boo, and I kind of told people along the way that, oh yeah, I made a YouTube channel during COVID. And so, like, I know that I have people in real life that are on my channel that are like, what in the world is she doing? But what happens on YouTube stays on YouTube. If you don't tell people in your real life that you are a YouTuber, and you are making YouTube videos, unless by the rare twist of fate you become monetized and then super ridiculously popular, no one will know. And there are lots and lots and lots of different videos that you can do on YouTube that don't even have anything to do with, like, you know, you looking at your own face. I'm comfortable with me as a person. I've been through a lot of stuff, and like, so I don't care. I've seen way too many pictures of myself and videos of myself at this point, so that part is obnoxious. But like, say you know a lot about trees, you can sit there and like record these trees. Like, you can be the person that makes a channel and you're just like, look at this tree. I love this tree. This tree is one of those big floofy stinky trees that they're saying that like we shouldn't have, but like are everywhere, and so they smell like stinky fish. whenever they do stuff. But they have pretty white flowers when they're in bloom. And if you put too much of the mulchy stuff around the base of the tree, then like this tree will be a very sad tree. And like I can talk and talk and talk and talk and talk about these random trees, and then I can, like, if I was, you know, getting outside of my vehicle, I could say, and we know that this is this kind of tree because zoom in on the leaves and the curvature and the this and the that and all this other stuff. And then you could be people's like tree expert person, and you would never have to have your face out there on YouTube. I mean, it isn't really common to be monetized, and it is on YouTube. The last article I read about it says that it's 0.25% of the channels that are on YouTube are monetized. So yay to me for being able to achieve that. But you know, if you have interest, you can put that stuff out there and then like just do it and have fun. And I pretty much just told you how to do it as long as you have like a semi-smartphone. And I believe in you. So, you know, if anything, it might just make your days more entertaining, because before I started like getting a ton of little subscriber people at a time, because I started off super duper slow. I had almost all my watch hours, and then like my viewers went up faster, and then like, I don't know, then I was waiting for my watch hours, which was kind of frustrating. So, you know, you can do the YouTube-y stuff and minimally, even if you never get monetized, because it's not all about the money. Because like if you have an intent to monetize, then you can do that as well. But basically, even if I didn't make any money off the YouTube stuff, it makes my day doing all these mundane tasks, like when I have mundane tasks and I just like record myself washing dishes or whatever. Like I did that a bunch in the hotel in Wyoming. I've kind of got away from that. I don't know. I have a little bit more fun washing the dishes, because now I'm like pretending that I'm entertaining people with washing the dishes. And so it's a great way to make a mundane existence feel a little bit more entertaining, because like, you know, I've talked to lots and lots of people, and there are a lot of people that like pretend to be a princess when they're doing domestic duties, or they pretend that they're like this rough and tumble guy because they're out there like working on their truck, and they're like, you know, or like they have a big truck, or, you know, they have a small truck, but they pretend like life is all about like making the mundane task a little bit more fun and finding the joyful moments in life. And so if you are pretending like your phone is something that you want to entertain with your life, like, hey, I'm a cool person, eventually, especially if you're like a depressed person, then eventually you will start to develop that as a mindset of like, how do I make this life more entertaining? Oh, I can like be walking up these steps in this kind of way, and I can lead up to this tree, and like you just kind of get better and better and better at it. And even if it's just a way to improve your mood and your happiness, then like that's a success. It's not always about the money or the fame or the whatevers, which I mean, I'm totally not famous, but it's funny because when I meet people and they find out that I am Michelle Fix-It, because like they'll try to talk to me about something, and I'm like, and so like, oh, you need to go on YouTube and like go and look up how to do this. And I'm like, I have a channel, I'm good. And like I have a video about that, but I'm good. And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, I'm Michelle Fix-It from YouTube Land. And then they look me up and they're like, oh, it's you! Oh my goodness, this is you! I'm like, yes, it's me. Hi, I am Michelle Fix-It from YouTube Land. And like, so I appreciate that you were trying to get me to go on YouTube Land and like find a video of like some random guy that's doing what I already know how to do, and I already made videos on to like teach other people how to do it. I appreciate that you are promoting the YouTube Land and thinking that like I will learn from other YouTube Land people, but I am a YouTube Land person. And I try to help other people, but I do still partake in lots of YouTube videos because I do not know everything, and like the University of YouTube is fantastic, and I super appreciate it. And so even if you just get annoyed with me because I talk a bunch, but you're like, man, this girl knows how to do a lot of stuff, I'm good with that. Speaking of which, oh yes, I'm also a huge car person. Oh my goodness, he's pulling up next to us. Okay, we're flipping around because we were just looking at the car, and like now he's parking next to us. And I do have this thing where I want to like start doing some things with some cars, and like I just haven't I haven't been courageous enough to ask people about it. His engine sounds really good though. Anyways, so yeah, I believe in you. If you want to be like a random YouTube person, then like be a random YouTube person, and you know we'll see how everything goes. He's like recently primered it up. Yeah, I think it's a Monte Carlo. I think it's a Monte Carlo. I'm getting a little bad about like my stuff. I think it's a Monte Carlo though, and he has little baby shoes in the front. I know that it's a little baby shoes in my car. But anyways, I believe in you. If you want to be a YouTuber, then totally be a YouTuber. And like this guy's probably like, why is this lady just sitting out here making all these random videos? Because I am, sir. And like you have custom rims or wheels or whatever that are, I don't know, some type of shiny insignia that is probably important or relevant, but like not in Michelle Fixit's brain. So I'm gonna wait for this guy to back up so I can tell you what his little car is, and then I guess we will leave. But at some point, I will be more courageous and I will talk to people about their vehicles. So I believe in you. Start a YouTube channel if you need a way to make your life more entertaining. And he is in a, is that a Kia? He's in a Kia. He's looking at us. He's doing a big weird loop. I don't know what he's doing. He's driving like he's a cool guy. It's a Kia Optima. There he goes. Can somebody please explain to me why you buy fancy rims for a Kia Optima? I don't understand. I'm not making fun of him, but it's a Kia Optima. Is there a following for them? Because like I just thought it was a traditional 4-door car. I mean, I know there's people that like really care about their Camrys and their Corollas, but that's because of like, it's not from aesthetics. I mean, now some of the Camrys look pretty sexy, which I never thought I would say that, but like I don't know. I'm a bit confused, and I think Mr. Monte Carlo guy is just in there. I don't know. So you guys like and subscribe. I'm gonna go have. No, I don't know if I should have a random conversation with him or not. I am not prepared for this. There's a whole thing that I want to do with these cars that I just haven't had a time to do, and I thought it would be really fun to do. And then like now I have this car just sitting here, but I guess I'll guinea pig it out on someone else. But I believe in you. Start your own YouTube channel. I will see you next time. Partake in the Monte Carlo that's over there with its primer. It needs to be like red primer, because I would like primer stuff. I don't know, I think it's a spray can job because like he didn't cover his black stuff, his little rubber things, and then his windshield wipers are kind of little. So I don't know. But I'll see you guys next time. Bye.